This is 31073, Mythical Creatures. Look at that. Man, I'm so happy now that I don't have to imagine dragons anymore, because I have one. And look at this set, it's fantastic. This Mythical Creatures set, the first model here is the dragon, also includes a spider and an orc thing. But let's take a look at sort of the design and the parts and positives and negatives in terms of the design. It's a four-legged dragon. Fun fact, the wyvern is the two-legged dragon, and the four-legged dragon is two wyverns. So let's take a look at those leg designs. We've got, in dark red, these curved archway pieces underneath each other to create the shape of the muscling and angle of the leg. Then you've got, similarly, a lot of great play pieces which have angles on them in this dark red. I'm not sure if it's unique to this set, but I haven't seen it very often, are the wedge pieces in a sort of dark yellow, whereas the body, or the belly, is a light yellow, which is nice. I really like the head design. It uses these newer rock claw pieces, two of them, to create the, I don't know, the spiky nose slash ugly forehead, which is important. And really like this. This is a front of a car piece, which I think first appeared in Dino Attack, I'm not 100% certain. On the inside is the Nexo Knight's spear piece for the eyes. So with those, you get some pretty cool eyes, and I think that's unique to this set in terms of color. I believe there are light blue ones in the BB-8, and then of course the orange ones in Nexo Knights. You have this fire attached with a mechanical little arm dude, and that's really cool. It's like he's got more like a flamethrower inside of his mouth, but I don't know if that's his tongue, or I don't know how dragons work, but that's great. I think that's fantastic. In terms of joints, there are 3 or 4 different types of joint connections. You have the small ball joints on the tail, you have the large ball joints on the wings, and then you have the classic clips along the tail, and for some reason, I think mostly for the other models, which we'll see, we have the click joints on the neck and head, which does limit the posability a bit, and same with these sort of close together arms and wings. You want to be careful when you're posing it, not to bonk into each other, but otherwise you do get a good range, and it is a really nice looking set. The head is a little large, but it is mythically accurate to give dragons a head, so that's good. Otherwise, you've got some of these white claw pieces throughout. You've got the large ones on the head, but then you have the classic small ones, which have, I think, at least existed since Vikings, there and on the feet. And in the feet, they're attached very nicely with these 1x1 round plates with the hole in them. It's fantastic to get more of those. And in yellow, I don't know what I'd use them for, but I like them. And it gives you these nice flat feet with claws that are, slightly offset to give it that round foot look. And otherwise, you've just got a lot of red, some gray, and just lots of joints, which is fantastic, especially for the other models. But let's take a look at those and really compare what we get out of them. Now we're taking a look at the second model, which is the Ogre or Troll, and it's pretty good. I like it. It's the most humanoid out of these 3 non-humanoid models, with 2 legs, 2 arms, and an ugly face, but it works, and especially the head, because it's got lots of detail and a movable jaw with a beautifully designed underbite, sharp. Looks like he's gonna stab his nose, but that's okay. We all do that every once in a while. And it's even got little ear details. Of course, there you got the ball joint attaching it on, and that gives it posability. The arms have those same small ball joints, although no elbows, but that's okay, because if you're a kid, what you really just want is that ability to move the arms, and you don't want to have to deal with elbows flying every which way. The axe design is good. This is where the eyes have gone, the spear pieces, and it looks a little sci-fi, but I think it works, and it gives enough of sort of a style to it that I think makes it stand out. But it could have been bigger. One weakness I would say is the front piece being the dragon's chest piece. I think they just thought, oh, we got to use the chest piece on both. But personally, this airplane piece is kind of ugly on the front. I would have preferred the stud side to be on the front and give us some more detail. But you do get these sort of lumpy, sort of lizard-like parts and this tiny little tail on a ball joint. And then you've got the big ball joint holding on the legs with the knees, using part of the wing pieces to give it that angle, but it's not posable at the knees. And then you've got the clip joints holding on the feet with the wedge toes. And that gives it a lot of personality. You really get a sense that these are trolls' feet. Gives them a bit of a, what do you call it, a Bigfoot look, which I quite like. And yeah, I quite like this model, but let's take a look at our final model and follow the spiders. Snakes. Why couldn't it have been snakes? So we've reached the final model of this mythical creature set, and boy, with 8 legs, a reasonably sized head, and a giant butt. This is probably one of the best mythical creature sets out of the 3 models. And in terms of detail, in terms of rebuilding, going from the dragon to the ogre to the spider, I think we've reached peak myth. But let's take a closer look. Starting with the head, with the 4 1x1 round plates with the empty stud and the 2 light green ones, transparent in front, you get this amazing depth effect from the empty stud, and that's really great. Head design is just overall really fantastic because besides being on the ball joint, you get the pincers and the teeth, and it's very threatening and very spider-like. The body is also a good design. It uses 2 of the car pieces, now back to back, unlike before, and that creates a nice smooth finish on top. Then when you get to the abdomen, the use of the round pieces, both the plates and the arches, give it a nice even shape, and I really like that. And then you've got the pincers on the end, which can be used to eat people. I think that's what spiders use their butts for. Or maybe they shoot webs or something, who knows. But all I know is that's a really great detail, and overall, with the mobility and stuff, it gives you a lot of personality, and it's a good design. In terms of the legs, there's a variety of joints used throughout them, but I think what's really well done, even though it limits your posability, is using the clip joints on these back, second to the back too, which allow you to support it, while also still having the mobility on the slightly looser front ones, which use ball joints, and then the very front ones have a little bit less mobility, but with the clips, but they still work. So that's pretty good, and I think, you know, overall, this is a really great set. All the models are, you know, each have their own sort of unique personality. They don't cross over too much, which is nice. Some of those car ones don't work as well. And, with the dragon and the spider and the ogre, I've really enjoyed this set, and I hope you guys go out and buy it. But let me know kind of what you think of this set, what else you want to see me review, maybe from 2018. This is the first video I've done, and you know what? That's basically it. So that's all the models, just those 3. That's it. We're stopping right now, so talk to you later. Wait, what? Where did this come from? That's right, we've got a 4th model based off of the Asian dragon, and this is an official model, only available online if you want to look up the instructions, and it's really cool. I love that LEGO includes these 4th models that you can access even though they're not printed on instructions. And this one has a really unique design because it sort of puts the yellow on top and sort of takes the dragon design and, you know, all those joints, and it stretches them out to make this sort of snake-like creature, right? And I really like that. And you get to see the old eyebrow and spear eye design, but you also get some new things. You get these nostrils, made with the bricks on the side piece. You get an opening jaw. You get these cool, sort of curvy, antlery horns. You get the snake-like body with the main torso having the large ball joints, and these cute little feet, which I think work really well. Not, only one joint, but they just give it a lot of personality, especially with the white claws on the ends. Then, of course, you have the entire length of this tail with various joints, some click joints, some round joints, and then you have the little flame piece on the end, which really reflects that, the sort of like the furry design that you see on those sort of dragons, right? So that's really cool. So overall, this has a lot of personality. It's a little stud showing in terms of with the yellow, but I think that gives it a texture, right? And you still get the cheese slope pieces, giving it that spikiness that you want in a dragon. So overall, this is a good model, and I recommend building it if you want it. So that's it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and give your opinions on all these designs and what you like about them. Yeah. So talk to you later.